are getting off.
They send a diver with a cow's vagina. They collect his semen.
Why is this so horrible for the whale?
Do you want someone to come with you with a cow's vagina and...
But if I was 90 million pounds and I was just floating in water, yeah, of course.
Juliette Lewis doing a bunch of signings, which, by the way, everybody says that I look like her.
A celebrity doppelganger?
What's yours?
I don't know. You tell me.
We were thinking Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest?
What's wrong with that?
I'm not this tall.
We got Glenn Plummer. We actually get him in Santa Monica exercising often.
I just got to get my sweat on.
Our guy recommends something his uncle learned in prison.
The most eligible bachelorette, Elin Woods.
She's probably not wanting to be with any guys for the rest of her life. That's what happens when that kind of thing happens to you. Chicks go to chicks, right, ladies?
No.
The killer whale, one of nature's Tommy Lee writing a strongly worded letter.
Well, apparently he has a huge problem with SeaWorld because the way that they take sperm from their orca whale Tilikum?
Yes, Tilikum, the same whale who was involved in the deaths of 3 people. But this story is about a bizarre insemination process that Tommy Lee says he knows about from internet videos and SeaWorld's safety director. It all starts with a diver.
He goes to the whale's dog.
We're talking about the actual whale, not Tommy Lee. Then after freeing Willie,
He takes a removed cow's vagina,
if not removed, the cow will drown.
fills it with hot water so if there's a nice friction.
And then it gets weird. The diver masturbates the whale. How long? Till it comes is the name of the whale.
Can I ask a question? Why is this so horrible for the whale?
Well, he'd probably prefer...
A whale's vagina.
One of the best parts of the letter, he says, of all my time touring with Motley Crue, I could have never thought of something so sick and disgusting.
Breaking cow vagina news!
So we just got a statement from SeaWorld. They say the cow's vagina thing is beyond ludicrous, and they say that Tommy Lee and PETA need to start checking their facts.
Well, at least Tommy Lee got to watch some whale porn, right? Right?
We got Juliette Lewis doing a bunch of signing outside of Chateau Marmont.
Juliet, on top, please.
And the only thing interesting about it is she looks fantastic. Like, a lot of people give her a lot of crap, which, by the way, everybody says that I look like her. That's the one person, my celebrity doppelganger. Everybody has one.
A celebrity doppelganger?
Doppelganger. Celebrity. What's yours?
I don't know. You tell me. Brad Pitt. David Beckham. Who's the sexiest man alive? What, Ryan Reynolds?
We were thinking Ryan Seacrest or...
Really? Well, all the guys out there, you choose Ryan Seacrest?
What's wrong with that?
I'm not this tall. Come on.
He's screwing that really hot chick. Who's that really? What's her name? Juliana Hough. She's gorgeous. So take it as a compliment.
Dude, what do you think of Ryan Seacrest?
I think he would make a really good friend of mine.
Jeff, I'm looking forward to the movie, man. It looks awesome.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges is at the airport.
The dude.
Yes, the dude.
Love the dude.
Yeah, he's badass.
Was he hammered?
No, not hair. He's wearing a leather jacket. Although, still a scruffy long hair beard. So we say,
What was it like to see yourself like as a young Jeff Bridges again on the screen in CGI?
have you seen that in the trailers
Yes.
for Tron? It's weird, right?
It's very weird.
It's super weird. And then we asked him,
Jeff, man, did you play a lot of video games as a kid?
Wait, were there video games when he was a kid?
yeah, I don't know.
Not to be mean or anything, but he is kind of up there.
Right.
Carry on, my bad.
Yeah, no, valid point. He says,
I did when I was back in the day, played a lot during
right. And then he's just taking pictures, super nice.
Being the dude, man.
Being the dude.
Love
Yeah,
it.
he's great.
Have a good one, guys.
Take care, Jeff.
Yesterday, rapper T.I. released a letter to his fans.
T.I. says that jail is making them smarter. Do you think that's possible? That jail can make people smarter?
I hope so. I'm really pretty dumb to go.
And he would know. Yes, Danny Trejo spent over 11 years in and out of jail for armed robbery and drug offenses. And now he's a movie star. He's eating at Boa. And he's driving a Range Rover. Somewhere along the line, he wisened up.
Do you feel like you got smarter in your jail time?
If I feel that I'm smart, I've always been smart.
Except for the day he decided to do reindeer games. Boy, that movie sucked.
You got smart, man. You came out of jail, now you rolling like this and saying, how smart can you be, huh?
So maybe it is possible that T.I. is getting smarter in prison. Let's take a closer look at some of his letter. At one point, T.I. says, quote, "It doesn't matter how long it'll be before the next time you see me. What matters is that I'll be a better man before that time comes. See? Very wise. Except he spelled doesn't wrong. Maybe grammar's not his thing. But back to Danny.
Who's tougher than you? Oh, come on. Man.
Yes, nobody's tougher than Machete. And it sounds like T.I. is following in his footsteps, learning his lessons, and definitely getting smarter.
Take care, man.
All right, man.
How are you doing?
Yeah, great.
Hi, great.
So Don Rickles was at Vincenti.
Don Rickles.
Yeah, great. It's funny. We always get him all the time.
You remember when you broke Johnny Carson's famous ashtray?
Yeah.
He didn't talk to you for a while, right?
That was a joke. Snap out of it.
See, when he says it, it's fun. So he's getting his car, he leaves, and while we're shooting, you hear this woman off camera say,
Is this TMZ?
Yes.
and he pulls the camera back, and Tim Conway's standing there. Remember from the Carol Burnett show and Dorf?
Those are some nice roses.
Thank you very much. That's true.
Mrs. Newhart's birthday.
Is wow, Bob Newhart's here.
And we pan over, and Bob Newhart's standing there. So we got Don Rickles, Tim Conway, and Bob Newhart, yeah.
You guys are both legends. Next to another one.
Thank you very much. I passed away about an hour and a half ago. That's funny today.
Yeah, and Tim Conway's wife's like,
We gotta go.
Okay, yeah. You know what?
Good night.
yeah, it's just cool to see Don Rickles, Tim Conway, and Bob Newhart all hanging out.
Hey, I just talked to like 3 legends, and I'm just kind of like, I don't even know what to say.
And now it's time for a TMZ traffic check. If you live in Palm Springs, expect slowdowns, bottlenecks, and lots of screaming and fleeing because Lindsay Lohan is back on the road.
Lindsay Lohan back behind the wheel, and she is driving again.
She's driving again.
She is driving again.
Got it, driving again. Yes, the Betty Ford Clinic has cleared Lilo to drive just 2 weeks after her license was officially restored. They probably held off as long as they could.
She's got a huge smile on her face. She's cruising around in this BMW that's apparently rented. It's not her.
She rented a BMW?
Oh, because her Mercedes that her dad gave her is getting fixed right now.
Poor thing.
Well, they say suffering builds character. Speaking of which, what about the real victims here, possibly literally?
The people of Palm Springs aren't thrilled that she's back on the road, but...
And those people have enough driving problems already.
I think I hit a pothole.
It's actually a tragedy. Which begs the question,
Who's worse on the road, Lindsay or the senior citizens out there?
well, let's check the stats. Lindsay can only be out for a few hours at a time. Old people are only awake for a few hours at a time. Lindsay probably has to be at Betty Ford by 3 p.m. Old people eat dinner at 3 p.m. All in all, it's pretty even.
It's gonna be a battle. It's a battle.
Yes, the battle of the century. Lindsay versus elderly drivers. And no matter who wins, we all lose.
Man, you know, just gotta get my sweat on.
We got Glenn Plummer out in Santa Monica. He's exercising. We actually get him in Santa Monica exercising often. So we asked him, well, if people are trying to fit into a role and they need to get in shape, what do you recommend?
Honestly, P90X.
B90X?
What do you think?
I like to lift heavy weights.
Okay.
I don't mean to brag about it. It's just not body weight with this guy.
Well, our guy recommends something his uncle learned in prison.
My uncle got locked up and told me do the burpees. Burpees? I don't even know what that is.
And so he demonstrates for Glenn.
All right, this is the burpee, man.
He shows Glenn and Glenn does it.
Right here. Nice, get it in. There you go. There it is.
And they are get really winded by it. So
Mike, burpees. I believe it. Good. That's a burpee.
that's a burpee.
He'll be sore for a month.
No,
All right, man.
Thanks very much,
All
dude.
good, baby. Nice, get it in. There you go. There it is.
Coming up.
Kim Kardashian, apparently she's dating some basketball player now.
How many sports dudes has she been with?
has she done a full team yet?
Plus,
Jason Giambi is in New York.
So what do you think about the Jeter thing? You think he was paid fairly now?
blah, blah, blah.
What do you mean, blah, blah, blah? Show a little respect.
They buy their championship.
Really?
TMZ brought to you by Marshalls and TJ Maxx. There's a better way to Christmas shop.
Dashing through the mall.